field are the Ponies. That's Joe Hoheisel, who's gonna have the touchdown. Trying to find their way onto the board here, and they do just that.
Finds St. Martin all alone. Oh, and she's gonna bury that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Ethan Devin rolls it into the net, and a big ball by Ramsey Oro-Okondo here as we enter the 5th minute. And
a steal by Hildy, and he'll go up and lay it in.
Relief when you don't see go in the back of the net. Here's a chance right in front of the net. They score!
Quick pass forward, and right there to finish off the attack, Aiden Anderson.
That's the thing is when you bring those three guys up to trap, someone's going to be open down low.
Oh, and there's a good goal. I believe that's number 2.
that is Austin Williams.
Austin Williams. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pony Stadium here on Back TV, and welcoming in our audience from the SEC. Thanks for joining us tonight. I am Pete Winslow. Along with me is Jordan Simpkins, who's usually behind the camera or doing any other job, but tonight we have him on the call tonight, folks. A special night here as the Ponies take on White Bear Lake. Stillwater coming in at 3-2. And you can see there White Bear at 0-5. Jordan, I'm excited for this matchup, though, because anything goes regardless of the records.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, White Bear Lake in just about any sport, I mean, arch rival of Stillwater. So Stillwater better bring their A game against the Bears of White Bear Lake here. So,
yeah, I mean, it's we were saying this off camera earlier. It's like no matter what the records are, when you play a team you've played for so many years, so constantly, it just doesn't matter. And like you said, I mean, 0-5, White Bear Lake has lost these last 2 games. There were one-score games, and their last game was a 28-20 loss at Eastridge. So again, the record says you are what your record says you are, but at the same time, you look at these games and they're a lot closer. And as for Stillwater, they're actually coming off a loss as well. Their last match was a 27-21 loss at Forest Lake. As you can see there, number 15.
in overtime.
Yes.
So they battled that game. And also with Forest Lake. So Forest Lake got drubbed by Moundsview. And then we all know with the homecoming, the Ponies, I mean, they manhandled the Mustangs.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting ready for kickoff. Here's the Ponies. Kick it away. Ponies in the red jerseys. White Bear Lake in the white outfits here as that one's returned, taken down at around the 20.
Okay, well, good start for the Ponies to keep them, inside the 25-yard line. So hopefully the defense can go 3 and out here, and we'll see what the Bears have.
Yeah, Jordan, in that game, the Ponies rallied late with 14 points in the second half. And their defense actually, obviously they gave up 27 points, but they clamped down in the latter half of the match.
Sure.
And we've seen that all season. The defense for Coach Labour's team has been very good.
Yeah.
They're very rush heavy, and they can really lock down wide receivers as well.
Oh, absolutely. And then I've seen a few of the interceptions and stuff. So their secondary and their linebackers can get very aggressive. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up against the Bears tonight.
So that's a run to the left for a good chunk of yardage. That's number 17. That's Brian White, the third.
He's been splitting carries, along with who's the other guy there that's been running a lot here. Porter Cleary is the other running back here. So it looks like they've got a running back by committee.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good in their last game. He had 98 yards, but he was getting 6.5 a carry.
Ooh, that's very impressive.
The snap there, they go right to him again.
There he goes.
Breaks a tackle, good room up the left side, and he finally gets driven out there.
Goodness, back-to-back carries for Brian White III.
That was number 28, John Carcula, who was there to push him out of bounds. But again, the O-line holding up for White Bear. Slips a tackle right there, and he gets the edge.
It looked like about a 24, 25-yard gain.
So early on, the running game proving to be a big thing for Coach Ryan Bartlett here for White Bear.
And they're going to rely on that. It looks like, and based on the score and the 0-5 record of the Bears, that they've had to pass a little more to stay in the games. But if they had their wishes, they'll just run.
And there you go, again, taken down.
Nice tackle there by Number 24, Roman Silvers. He is the defensive back for the Ponies.
So the defense getting tested early in the run game. And again, White doing his thing. Yeah, I think he's already at that 6.5 per carry already with some of those big runs.
So junior quarterback, we'll see with the number 5, the Alatomi Anamason. He is a junior quarterback, and we'll see if he ends up throwing the ball here, coming up here.
Another big run up the middle to get the first down.
Brian White again. It's Brian White, Brian White, Brian White.
Yeah, I mean, much like Rosario Matias on the other side for the Ponies. If it's working, why not just keep handing it off?
Exactly. If you're gonna get 6.5, 7 yards of carry, you'll do that all day long, right?
And now you see him go off the sideline there. That's Brian White. You think, oh, okay, he's off the field. But again, you said Porter Cleary, number 12.
Yeah.
Again, 94 yards last week, 5.9 per attempt. And so, again, they can switch guys out as much as they'd like.
Yeah.
And no drop-off
There he
there.
goes. Okay, there's the quarterback here looking for a little sneak. Definitely looked like a design run, not a broken play on that one, and looks like he got a couple there.
Yeah, not much there.
Animation.
Yeah, Animation had 164 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception in their last game.
No, and obviously, the game script, they would probably just like to just run. But they've had to, because they've been behind in many of their games.
Snap will come here, and they'll hand it off.
Little 5-yard gain.
They're trying to see who ran that one this time.
That was Easton Miles. So Easton Miles had a very nice game last week, catching the ball. I believe he had 6 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown last week. So they put him in the backfield. A little mixing it up here for the offense. And it looks like we have a 3rd and 2 here. So we'll see if the Ponies can.
Oh, and a quick snap. He's
Goodness. He was not looking forward to that.
But he's still up and finally taken down in the backfield. He was looking away, and all of a sudden the snap popped over his head. Oh, my goodness, Jordan. What a twist of fate there for the Ponies.
Yeah, he was not looking forward to that. That hike went right over his head.
Honestly, Jordan, I'm impressed that he picked it up and he was able to stay up as long as he was.
Well, exactly. He
good tackle there.
Ran around a bit, but number 28, that was Karkula.
Yep. Already had a couple good
4th down. Let's see here. They're gonna attempt a long field goal. It looks like about a 51 yarder.
Yeah, that is a.
Here we go.
No small thing, especially in high school. I mean, you just never know.
No, you don't. It seemed like in pregame he was kicking them pretty deep. I was pretty impressed.
Oh, and that looks like it goes in. That's
good. He got it. My goodness. What a nice kick.
That was a 51-yarder according to the PA announcer here at Pony Stadium.
I was watching him a little bit in pregame, and I was pretty impressed with him. So, yeah, no wonder they trotted him out here, and it looks like he had about another 5 yards to spare. So,
I believe that was number 31, Ernest Goodwin for White Bear Lake.
They're up. They take an early lead here on the Ponies here at Pony Stadium, 3-0.
And Jordan, I feel like I was talking with Don when I called the homecoming game with him. You just never know with the kicking game, right? In high school, you're just unsure. Sometimes you got to punt on really weird downs because you just can't rely on a kicker like that. But boy, if he could bury a 51-yarder, and if you saw on the replay, there's at least he probably had a couple more yards in him.
Oh yeah, he could have been good for 55. And when your coach knows that you have a kicker who can kick those long field goals, it really changes what they can do on offense. I mean, if you don't have a kicker that can kick that, obviously you're going for it. It might be 4th and 7 rather than, you know what, I think we have a good chance to get some points on the board.
Here we go. White Bear kicks off.
That was a boot.
Yeah, again, it's gonna. They have an absolute weapon here in number 31.
I wonder if he's a soccer player like our, you know, like, is it Cal? Well, Landon Huber, that's right, number 36. Landon Huber, I think he was poached from the soccer team, right? I think he also plays soccer.
Yeah, not a bad strategy though, to poach the soccer players.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we'll get a look at this Pony offense led by number 8, Nick Kinsey, who had a pretty good game last game. 15 for 25, 233, 2 TDs, and 1 rushing TD. And
I have to imagine that they're going to give the ball off to Rosario Matias to start the game here. And they do.
Yeah, that's a pretty
there
good
he goes.
formula.
And
Untouched.
I think he might be taking it to the house.
Oh, my
there
goodness.
He goes. An 80-yard touchdown for number 6.
Jordan, you called it. You said, why not give it to our best weapon? And the Ponies do on a huge touchdown run by number 6, Emilio Rosario Matias. We'll get the yardage here in a minute, folks. But, I mean, and again, that's exactly what happened when I called the game at homecoming. The first play, right up the gut, Emilio Rosario Matias gives the Ponies a lead right now of 6-3. But you see that
nice little cutback. Yeah. Beautiful cutback, beautiful hole they had right at the line to, you know, for like 3 or 4 yards, you know, into the linebackers, and they just cut back a little bit and then just outran everybody.
And Landon Huber converts that one. The Ponies up 7-3 here. Wow, what a response.
All right, let's take a look here. So watch once he gets past the line here, okay? We're going to watch this here. So he takes the handoff, he's going to his left, and then he cuts back right behind the center, sees the hole, beautiful block. Look at the block by, I think it was number 78. I mean, but look at the speed. I mean, relying on him, he is just fantastic. His vision out in the field, being able to hit those holes, and then being able to just find the end zone. I mean, it's just his knack for the end zone is just amazing here. And he's only a junior, Pete.
And Jordan, in my notes right here, one of the keys to victory, it says right there, O-line opening up lanes for Rosario Matias.
There we go.
And,
definitely.
They did.
Definitely key number 1, right?
And you saw in that replay, Jordan, that after his nice cut there, it looked like he was going to get stopped. He slowed down. He almost came to a full stop himself, but he was able to squeeze through, and then he was gone. So what an impressive run by Rosario Matias as the Ponies up 7-3 as that one's kicked away.
That was, was this like a little onside kick?
I was going to say, I almost lost
it
myself.
They fooled us.
We'll see.
They're discussing it now at the 50-yard line. It looks like the Ponies recovered it, but the defense is staying out there right now.
Sounded like the PA announcer said the Ponies did get the kick, but
was there an offside?
Yeah.
Because obviously it went the 10 yards. So the Bears, I mean,
now they've got great field position.
At the 50 here, why not, huh?
That's a gutsy play by LaVore. I like it. I'm not sure what the call was besides just being down, but that one gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage there. Won't go very far.
Looks like maybe a 2-yard carry on that one.
But Jordan, are you surprised they go with the short kick here?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just trying to catch him off guard. You know, it's sometimes it works, and why not, you know, up 7-3 early, you know. Maybe they're feeling really confident about their running game after that 80-yard scamper.
Yeah, right. But now the pressure on the defense, giving White Bear Lake great field position here as we're 2nd and 9. Throw out to the right.
First pass. That looks like about a 6-7 yard gain.
That's a catch by number 82, Riley Sane. It's one of the first throws we've seen from Anna Mason.
So about, So 3rd and 3 here. We'll see. Yep.
I mean, I got to think they might give it to Brian White here.
So 3rd and 3 here. And they do.
I don't think he got it, though.
He's short. He's short by about a half yard here. I have to imagine. Now, we're in field goal. Well, let's see here. You have to 41 be about a 57, 58-yard field goal.
I kind of want to see it, though, at this point, just to see if
they're going for it here.
Yeah,
so
yep.
Here we go. Changing the play. Audible timeout.
Yeah, must not have liked something. So we'll get a timeout here, and we'll see what they want to do. You can see potentially Anna Mason taking it himself as well. He's
little quarterback sneak.
Yeah, they've dialed it up for him a couple times. The D-line of Stillwater has held up pretty well here on this drive for sure.
So the Ponies, if they're thinking, okay, yes, it could be possibly a quarterback sneak. Let's move that linebackers, move them right up there, fill the gaps, and see what they have. But do not forget Easton Miles. They could possibly fake it and maybe hit him if they see that there's 8 or 9 in the box. All right, so Ponies up 7-3 here, 4th and 1 on Ponies 41. White Bear in their second possession. We'll see what they dial up here, using up their first timeout of the half.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what Anna Mason wants to call here.
So in the slot, Easton Miles. Okay, now he's in motion. And they do hand it off to White there. He's got the first down, and now he's taking on the outside.
Yeah, that was a great-looking run there by Brian White.
19-yard gain there.
Yeah, he had everybody kind of went to the right, and he was able to cut back, go left, and find quite a bit of chunkage there. Big play on 4th and 1, as we'll see it.
Well, they sealed up that left side right there, not allowing the Ponies to
yeah, he ended up beating number 5, Henry Zoller, out there to get around that edge. Good play. Again, that running game for White Bear Lake, very good so far tonight.
Gutsy call, but yeah, they were in the Ponies' side of the field here, and looks like going to try to go for that that quarterback run there with animation.
Couldn't quite get the edge. Got a couple of yards on that one.
So both quarterbacks are juniors coming into this game. So with Nick Kinsey, a junior, and then animation.
And both quarterbacks good at scrambling as well.
Yep. You got athletic. Very athletic.
All right, so 2nd and 8 here, Jordan.
So there's Easton Miles again. They hand it off to him now. And the Ponies snuff that one out.
Yeah, they're going to close that up.
You have to imagine, so whenever he is in motion, Miles is in motion, because, knowing that, he's the receiver, catches the ball, had a great week last week. Having in motion that, yeah, he's definitely going to be involved in a lot of these plays here. See him in motion, be aware that he may get the ball.
Yeah, they've been running a lot of that pre-snap motion and those jet sweeps. And, again, they've got a lot of weapons that they can use here, 3rd and 8. Getting the last few calls here for animation. Drops back.
He's going deep in the end zone. Oh, and he just missed him.
He just overshot. That was Sane, who has a catch tonight already. Sane had the DB for the Ponies beat, though.
He did. I think he had like a step on him. And but just a little bit overthrown. What do they do here? Do they go another field goal? Or are they they're gonna go for it? Looks like they're gonna bring out the punting or the field goal kicking team here.
I was gonna say, you gotta probably test your field goal again. 4th and 8, kind of a tall task to go for it on, even if you are down.
So look, about a 37-yarder. Well, this is I mean, this is just a chip shot, right?
Yeah, I was going to say it should be. And that
He's
one
got it.
good.
He nails it, 2 for 2.
Flag on the play, though. So we'll see what that's for. Ooh, that's a holding. It looks like on the offense.
Uh-oh. Back him up 10 yards.
Yeah,
Well,
but
so
Jordan,
now
does
it
that 10 yards matter to this kicker?
No, so now it turns into a 47-yarder. Well, he still has a few yards to spare considering he kicked the 51-yarder the first time out.
Yeah, once again, that's Ernest Goodwin.
So have to believe that the colleges will be looking at him, huh?
Yeah, one would think. Ooh, and wait, do we have another flag, Jordan?
So he is a senior, 6'1", 190.
The ref's discussing what the call is.
Offside, Ponies, or encroachment. So now they're back in. Now they're moving it up 5 yards. So now it's fourth and 13. And I don't think there's any pause here. I think they still kick the field goal.
No, absolutely. But we'll see if any more laundry comes out on the field
So now
between this kick.
Now we're looking at a 42 here. So now this is just kind of a routine. But we'll see. We'll see what Goodwin has in his right leg of his.
Kick is up. And that's good. Oh,
Missed
no
it.
good. Really?
Missed
From our
it
angle,
left.
looked good, but yeah, refs say go left.
So missed a 42-yarder. Uh-oh. That's a little shocking that he missed that. So
Well,
who knows?
it was too close, Jordan. But yeah, so the Ponies escape.
They did. No. He needs to kick 50 out to have a chance. So the Ponies take over here on their second possession. We'll see on the next play of the game for the Ponies to see what they have up their sleeve. I have to imagine that White Bear is going to close up those holes a little bit better this time around.
I was going to say, I mean, the Ponies offense right now, 1 for 1 on a plays per touchdown. So we'll see if they can sustain that momentum. But I was saying in the last game I called, Jordan, how much play action they might run as well. Because, again, you can really get teams to bite. Cause they know that Rosario Matias is the weapon.
Exactly.
And so that opens up guys like Eggy on the outside or some of the other wide receivers to get open and give Kinsey an out.
Exactly.
So we'll see what Labor wants to do as the game goes on here. But again, hard not to want to feed Rosario Matias when he does things like that first play.
Yeah.
So we just had, we do like the media stuff upstairs, up in the press box, and we're getting complaints from people that they can hear like every other word on the game feed, and then it's pixelated, and then we just had somebody just logged in online to look at it, and you can only hear like every third word.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but they told me to come in and tell you.
That one passed off.
Thank you. Our director is right around the corner.
Okay,
Yep. Yes.
And that's a
Okay,
catch for
thank
number
you.
21, Chase Edstrom. A great rollout to the right. Great throw there by Kinsey. And again, that play action, Jordan, coming into play. Chase Edstrom, running back.
Yeah, why not use it? I mean, great call by you. The Ponies are smart. They use it. I have to imagine that they give it to Rosario Matias. He does. He takes it to the outside.
Oh, great way to shimmy
Oh,
his
my
way up the
goodness.
line and get some more. I for sure thought he was going to get driven out of bounds earlier, and then he wiggles his way up for another 10 to 15 yards there, Jordan.
Yeah. It looks like a 30-yard gain there. Was that a 30-yard gain? So it was up to 35, and now they're Yeah, the 30-yard gain for Rosario Matias.
And again, he did a great job of bouncing to the outside and then wiggling his way through defenders to get that extra yardage. Again, what an absolute weapon for the Ponies.
Already over 100 yards.
Kinsey drops back,
Almost sacked.
gets rid of it.
Just missed his target there.
You know, Jordan, that's one of the things, too, I've really admired about Kinsey this season is that, you know, he might not put up a lot of big numbers, but he's very responsible for the ball. He's not putting things in high-danger situations.
Sure.
You know, he's not taking those bad sacks. Again, very responsible with the ball, and I will take that over large numbers all the time.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, his ceiling may not be as high, but then you look at his floor, and the floor as a quarterback, yeah, you're not going to make, you know, you're not going to make mistakes out there. That's going to cost you your team here.
And who else? Oh, and
there he goes,
and
he scampers all the way to about the 5-yard line.
Rosario Matias was met there by a defender and absolutely ran him over. What a run by Rosario Matias.
So he has roughly about 140 yards rushing right now already. Man,
stiff arm there, yeah.
He just hits those holes quickly, and then his just straight out speed.
That was Donovan Morris trying to take down Rosario Matias by himself. A tall task, as that one snapped to Rosario Matias. He finds the left side. We'll see if he can get to the edge. Still not going down.
Looks like about a loss of a couple there. The Bears said, okay, not this time.
And that's a thing we really admire about Rosario Matias, Jordan, is the legs just churn. They keep going no matter how many bodies he's in contact with. And that is an impressive thing to see that young man just never give up on a play.
Oh, no. And if you look at yards after contact, it seems like a lot of broken tackles, finding the hole, scampering for another 10 to 15 yards. I mean, that's his running style. I mean, rarely is he stopped on the first tackle. The first guy.
Ponies.
Second goal at the 8.
We'll get a whistle here.
Oh, a timeout by the Ponies. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion there for Kinsey and the offense. They were looking back at the sideline, and they were trying to change some plays around, audible out of some stuff, and the board just takes the timeout, kills the whole thing. But, again, an impressive drive so far for the Ponies, Jordan. White Bear not having very many answers for the ground game.
I mean, you have to imagine, so like you had referred to earlier, that the Bears are looking to stop him, and that's their number one goal. It should be their number one goal if they have a good chance at taking down the Ponies this week. And nonetheless, if even if they gear up to stop him, that's a tall task for any team coming in.
And you saw on that first play of the drive as well, you sell out to take out Rosario Matias. Guess what? They call that play action, and Kinsey hits Edstrom for that 15-yard gain.
Right.
And that's a formula for success if you're the Ponies.
I think potentially at 2nd and 8 right now, maybe you fake it, maybe a little play action, and you hit. Yep, there you go. He's going back to pass, and he's throwing in the end zone wide open, and there is a flag. This could be 1st and goal at the 1 here.
Yeah, that was Fred Cove.
Yep. It looked like he was going to go to the post, and then he cut out back to the back of the end zone. Looks like he was held on that play. So it looks like half the distance to the goal. So it was 2nd and 8, 2nd and 4 now.
And it looked like Fred Cove put on a good move, and
He
then
did.
obviously the contact was there.
That's kind of interesting that, so maybe high school football is a little different than college and professional. Ordinarily, wouldn't that be a first down play? First down call.
On that play, Jordan, I mean, Fred Cove, we've seen him on the basketball court, big 6'4" basketball player. You want him matched up one-on-one, and he was.
Yeah,
so
he was.
I got to imagine they might go back to him at some point.
Yes.
1v1 coverage here as the Ponies.
I wonder who they're going to go to.
Yeah, right.
There he goes.
Bounces out to the
and
right.
he's in for his second touchdown.
Emilio Rosario Matias, a 4-yard touchdown for the Ponies as they increase their lead 13-3 here. As a great run. Gets it from Kinsey, and he bounces out to the right. Ponies up 13-3 here with about 2 minutes left here in this first quarter.
I don't think he ever gets tired of running those in, does he?
I wouldn't think so. There.
Nice cut.
Yeah.
So that was a beautiful. He was running basically right behind the right tackle, and then he just cut it outside, wide open, for a second touchdown of the game.
There is the junior star running back, Emilio Rosario Matias. As the point is good, thanks to Huber, and the Ponies up 14-3 here on Valley Access Channels and SEC. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. Got a beautiful fall evening here. Really feeling like fall tonight, Jordan, here at Pony Stadium.
It sure is. There's nothing like, Friday night football during the fall, October, the temperatures are in the 70s, 60s, like 60s today. Got to bring your little gloves, as the night descends upon us, as the temperatures start dropping in the 50s. But we're tough. We're tough Minnesotans.
That's right. We're used to it.
So go and get your hot chocolate and popcorn and all that, and you know what? Just enjoy the nice fall game here under the Friday night lights. 62 right now. So
perfect football weather.
62 degrees. And for these football players, who are under all this equipment and uniforms and everything, the 62 degrees is probably welcome versus, an 80-degree night.
So Huber about to kick off for the Ponies here as they're up 14-3 in the first quarter. 2 touchdowns by Rosario Matias. It's given the Ponies an early lead here as that one is returned. We'll get a whistle here.
Oh, was it a fair catch? Or did he, he's coming back out to the 20.
Yeah, must have been. Now, Jordan, we've seen the run game do a pretty good job here for White Bear Lake, but if they, how sustainable can that be? Obviously, a lot of football left, and I don't want to get, jump the shark, but, I mean, that can only take you so far, so I feel like we're going to have to see animation throw the ball a little bit more here, knowing that Stillwater's offense can do what they have been doing.
Exactly. The biggest, the biggest defensive mode is to go on the offensive here, and keep the ball away from the Ponies. So, to your point, I think they need to mix it up a little bit more.
That's Brian White with the first carry. Might have lost a yard there.
It's like he got dinged up a little bit.
That's not good for White Bear Lake. He's still on the field, obviously. Looks okay because, again, a big, big proponent of this offense for Coach Bartlett. Quick throw to the left side.
And Easton Miles, he stopped for, looks like another couple-yard loss.
Yeah, they've gone to those little screen passes quickly, but the DBs for the Ponies doing a great job of not slipping on that first tackle because, again, it really hinges on can you make that first man miss, and the Ponies have done a great job of making sure that they lock those down here at 3rd and 12.
That's one thing that they've been well coached about their tackling. Nice pass for animation. There.
Yeah, that's a huge completion there to number 80.
That's Lockwood.
Yep.
Big target.
Yeah, why not go down the field, in the middle of the field to Lockwood. Great catch and run there to get that first down. Again, 3rd and 12. No
and
easy feat there.
Nope. They convert it. So nice pass by animation. So they have the targets. They have big targets out there, and just might have to go to the passing well a little bit more. And it looks like we're probably about one more play before the end of the first quarter. And timeout, White Bear Lake. It's like a little confusion.
So obviously, Jordan, this game script really plays into the Ponies. When you can get up early, then you can really rely on your running backs. And again, the Ponies have more than just Emilio Rosario-Matias to run. Like I said, they've got Chase Edstrom, who does a lot of the fullback work for Rosario-Matias, but is a very capable runner himself. And then obviously Kinsey can take off as well. So again, as far as game script goes, when you get up early like this really plays into a Pony strength where, you know, Kinsey's going to only have to throw so many times, you would hope, if you're Labor. So we'll see how the game keeps going. But right now, 1st and 10 right now.
So 18 seconds left in the first quarter here. We'll see if White Bear can. He's going back to pass again. And he just misses him.
Just off the fingertips there.
Of Miles. So Miles seems to be the go-to guy out here for many of the plays. So one thing I've noticed about the Ponies this year is their tackling is excellent, and also their coverage is pretty darn good.
Yeah, their linebackers are flying around. Their DBs also do a great job, especially when you go up against great. Again, we've already mentioned so many of these wide receivers and running backs for White Bear Lake. They're shifty, they're fast, and so you got to have guys that can cover that and not miss on that first tackle.
Exactly.
That's why I was excited for the matchup here. White takes it up the middle.
You got about a 4-yard gain on that one. So they kind of close that hole very quickly.
And that should do it for the first quarter as the Ponies up 14-3 here at Pony Stadium. And we will step away here, but be right back for all the second quarter action here on Valley Access and SEC. After that first quarter, White Bear Lake getting out on the board first with a huge kick by number 31, Ernest Goodwin, about 51-yarder on that one. But the offense has been stymied a little bit here. And obviously the Ponies on the board thanks to 2 incredible runs from number 6, Emilio Rosario-Matias.
We came to see a Ponies versus Bears game here, and it's been the Rosario-Matias show already.
Yeah, absolutely. Here as we get set up for the second quarter action here. Animation, snaps it, runs right, pitches it.
Nice tackle. He continues to tackle him even out of bounds there, so that was Karkula.
Yeah, and we've seen Karkula all over the game so far, number 28 in red, doing a great job. It's going to bring up 4th and 6 here.
4th and 9.
Yeah, it's 4th and 9. Yep, there we go.
4th and 9, my mistake.
They adjusted it. And
they punt that one away.
see, okay. Gonna try to juke him out of his sneakers.
I was going to say, made a few men miss. That was number 15.
So that was,
Owen Eggy.
yeah.
With the return.
He had a little wiggle to him.
Yeah, got a few extra yards, especially when he had a man right in his face right when he caught the ball. Good stop for the Ponies. Again, it's that good tackling, Jordan, that we had alluded to earlier.
Yeah, no, they've been pretty impressive, and I think they know that Brian White is going to get the ball most of the time here, so they're gearing up just to stop him. Although animation, he's had a couple of really nice passes, and they do have to watch out for that.
You can see on that last Brian White run, obviously Karkula locked him up, but he had a couple other guys flocking to him, so even if he had missed, the Ponies are right there to lock it down. And we've seen that on a couple of these good running plays that White Bear Lake has had so far.
Very good at swarming the ball. And, yeah, they wrap up.
Yeah, good defense
Rosario
there.
Matias here for a couple-yard loss, so there are about 3 guys on him. So they're like, okay, not on this play. So we'll see what Kinsey has up his sleeve here at second and, looks like about 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12. And he fakes it. Now he's scrambling out. And he's going downfield. And he just missed it.
Thought about potentially taking off and running there, but he was looking downfield. And I do appreciate that as well, Jordan. We see a lot of young quarterbacks in high school. When the play blows up, they just take off and run. But you've seen with Kinsey, he takes off and exits the pocket, but he does look downfield hoping to make a play with his arm, even though he is very, very good at running the ball himself.
Yeah, very, very skilled quarterback. I can only see that his skills even improve, as a junior, being a senior next year. And, he's trying to make a much bigger play. He does have a nice arm and nice pass and catch. Carter Zoller. He's another big target, 6'3", 200.
Yeah, it's nice to have the big boys out there running up the middle as Zoller gets the first down for the Ponies. A great-looking zip of a throw there.
Only a sophomore.
I feel like we've been saying that a lot, Jordan. Only a sophomore, only a junior for Stillwater.
Well, the future looks bright, and Kinsey goes again. Another great grab by Zoller.
He goes up and gets it. Again, I think Coach Labor likes his chances 1v1 with his big wide receivers on the outside.
13 seems to be a lucky number the last couple of nights here with Mike Evans, 13 from the Bucks last night.
That's right.
Catching a couple of touchdowns here. So 13 is, hey, look at me. Look at Zoller. 2 for 2 in the last plays, and now they're moving in. They're in the White Bear zone right now. This Rosario Matias gets tripped up. Oh, he's trying to get that cleat back on his foot there. Looks like the linebacker stepped on his shoe. It's funny that some of these players with their shoe off, they'll just kick it off to the side and run a play without it.
Right.
I guess you got to do what you got to do.
Ooh, some motion there by number 14, still working his way through, gets the first down. That's Jack Runk.
Very nice play. Kind of mixing the offense up a little bit, comes in motion a little bit, then gets the handoff. So it looks like the Ponies are trying to confuse the Bears. And they're going quick.
Up-tempo.
Quick up-tempo. It looks like Kinsey's scrambling a little bit out to his left. He's looking downfield, and he just missed him.
Ooh, it looks like he had 2 shots there. He had
just Owen.
Yeah, well, he had Owen in the backfield, but it could have been also right there for looks like number.
Well, there's 2 guys in the area. There was kind of in the front of the end zone.
That was Connor McGlynn as well, I believe, number 9.
Number 9. Yep.
So once again, that was a play I think that Kinsey could have just taken off and run himself for a couple of yards, but he was going for gold there. And again, I like that idea, and that one looks like it was bobbled. I'm not sure even then.
So Jack Runk, quick pass, looking to see if we can get yards after the catch.
Third and 11 now.
But they're moving the ball. They're going to, on their third possession here, going to see if they can capitalize with another touchdown. Or at least, at the very least, get some points on the board.
Drops back to throw. Good hook there.
And he might be just a little short.
I was going to say, when he had that comeback route, it might have taken him out of the first down position there. That was Eggy.
Yep. So what are they going to do? 4th and inches, maybe 4th and 1?
I think you would want to go for it, knowing that you have the running weapon, but
yeah,
you just never know.
All right, Kinsey is coming back out, so it looks like they're going for it. It's a good call. I think they've got the horses or the horse back there to get this first down.
And also, if you don't get it, you're still right there on the pretty much the 15.
Yep. And he pitches it, and there's Rosario Matias gets the first down.
And a little more there as a great looking run there. The O-line opened it up for him.
And that's the thing with offensive lines, and especially with the Ponies. I mean, just underrated offensive line, creating all these holes. I mean, they've been very impressive this year. And, on the Bears, they've got a tall order, to try to get into those gaps and stop a star like Rosario Matias.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen Rosario Matias make some crazy runs and some great moves, but again, he doesn't get half of those yards without a great offensive line.
Exactly. Oh, a fumble. And Rosario Matias jumps on, I believe.
Yeah, I think the Ponies got that back.
Ooh.
But it looked like a failed pitch attempt there.
Well, so look at this. So they have 3 guys in the backfield, and they say, who are they handing it off to? And he goes to pitch it, 88. It just ricochets right off his right shoulder.
Yeah, they had a moving company in front of Emilio Rosario Matias, but the pitch did not get past the second guy.
Oops.
Ponies lucky to come away with that one.
One of those oops that happens during the game here. And he's back to pass, and he's going in the deep corner.
Oh.
And Eggy just misses that one.
That was pretty good coverage from number 59, Ty Mueller. Had him the whole way.
Yep, no, he's looking back.
Yeah, no, Mueller did a good job to look.
Nice play.
I think it's key, too, that Mueller got his head back as the DB. Just to take a second look at that. Otherwise, it could have been a flag.
The 3rd and 14 right now.
That one gets blown dead.
Timeout, Ponies.
But again, Jordan, I'm not surprised that they're really testing the one-on-one outside coverage of the White Bear defense.
Well, and I think they're trying to get away from the one-dimensional offense. Just Rosario Matias, and it's like, okay, so they're going to gear up to stop that. Well, yeah, that should open some things up, out for the receivers. So we'll see if the Bears can get a big stop here, or the Ponies continue to roll here.
Pretty long drive so far for the Ponies as well.
Chewing up a big portion of the clock here as we're in the second quarter.
Again, thanks, folks, for joining us here on VAC TV and SEC. I'm Pete Winslow. Along with me is Jordan Simpkins at Pony Stadium here tonight. A beautiful night for football, like we said, as the Ponies are up 14-3 right now over White Bear Lake.
There's just something about this rivalry. White Bear Lake versus Stillwater. I mean, you just see it every single year, just about every sport. Just the heated rivalry that just goes on. And, to your point a lot earlier, it just doesn't matter what the record says. They're going to come to play. So
up the middle, just misses Eggy. There was a flag there that came out late.
So look like good coverage from Mueller again. Looks like there's a penalty against the Ponies. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the Ponies. That's going to back them up 15.
Yeah, I did see Eggy on that one calling for a play, and I could see right when he said it to the ref quickly threw the flag. And must have been Eggy saying something that he disagreed with the call, let's just say.
We understand, when you're the heat of the moment, and it's just those emotions sometimes take over. and maybe not the best judgment. But, wow, he just continues to walk it off here.
All right, so that really backs them up.
But it's 4th down. So do the Ponies, do they bring out their
Huber,
their secret weapon here in Landon Huber, or do they punt it? It looks like Kinsey is staying out here. So the guys are staying out here in 4th and 29. So they have to get to the 2.
Zario Matias lined up back there.
The 1. They got to get to the 1. Or is this 4th and goal?
Who knows? We'll see.
You know what? I think this is 4th and goal. They can just throw it up. You're going to throw it up.
And he does. Oh, and he almost comes down with it in the back of the end zone.
Wow. Very nice pass in the back where only a Pony could get that just out of the outstretched arms.
Yeah, that was Carter Zoller and McGlynn back there.
Big, tall receivers. Had a chance at it.
I was going to say, you know, if the end zone was just maybe a couple feet longer, that it actually went off of Zoller's hands, and it might have come right into McGlynn's hands. But, wow, what a play. But the Ponies turn it over on downs. But, again, the White Bear Lake still has to drive pretty much the whole field here. Do you agree with that call, Jordan? I mean, again, I think
it makes sense. I mean, why do you punt it? And then if that goes out, goes in the end zone, they get at the 20. Well, they thought, you know what? Even if we pick up 10, 15 yards on it, it's going to be better. So why not take a chance? I think that was the right call.
And that one stuffed Brian White with the carry. And again, the linebackers for Stillwater doing a great job, not letting him squeeze free there. Just under 6 minutes left here in the second quarter.
So I think if you're the Bears, just rather than trying to get it all, on these huge chunks, go with those 5 to 7 yard pass plays, or just try to get it in chunks here. Yep, there we go. And he got a nice little pass to the outside line.
Yeah, good throw there by Animation to number 82. He's had a couple catches so far. That's Riley Sane.
And this has to be a hurry-up offense here.
So 3rd and 2.
Okay. So here we go, 3rd and 2. Let's see what Animation has. Dials up. And, he gets just smacked right at the line. Gus Gregg just went right in and said, no, not tonight.
Along with Karkula and a myriad of other Ponies. 4th and 1. Do you go for it? 4th and 1.
Yeah, this is kind of risky. If they stop them here, the Ponies get it.
And the Ponies get it at half to half as well.
So this is they look at the score, 14-3, and it's like, we got to get something out of this. But if they don't get this, the Ponies get it potentially in White Bear's end.
Oh, and there's a
timeout Bears. I think they're rethinking this.
Because like you said, Jordan, if they don't get it, it's right there on the, the 35, 40-yard line for the Ponies.
I mean, it is 4th and 1. It's not like it's 4th and 7, 4th and 8.
Yeah, absolutely, and a good run game.
But if they stuff them, the Ponies, before end of half, they could end up adding some more points to their score already.
Yeah, that's the risk factor there, where you either try to keep this drive going or you end up getting down big potentially quickly. Must be camo night here at Pony Stadium.
How about that? I do love that the Ponies have all these theme nights every Friday night for the football games, so that's pretty cool. That's definitely student spirit and getting them out in the game and cheering on their Ponies. And I'm sure White Bear has something. I'm not aware of it. But the student body for each of these is just very passionate.
Oh yeah,
about their teams.
It's always great to see the student sections full, no matter what sport you go to.
It's fun.
All righty here. 4th and 1. Big play incoming.
So we'll see if it looked like Animation was going to just keep it. And he is. And he takes it to the outside. First down and more.
Great job by the offensive line and the blockers, sealing off the ponies, giving him a lane, not just to get that 1 yard, but to get
Nice
a lot
run
more.
Nice run of about 12 yards.
And
He
I want
found the
to
hole. They very nice blocking.
highlight
outside.
number 78, Connor Holte, the big man in the trenches, just drove back Karkula, 5 to 8, 9 yards and kept going. Absolutely great push from him, number 78, Connor Holte for White Bear Lake, that really kind of set that up.
Plenty of time. Oh, and it was almost
double
picked
coverage.
off. Yes. Animation. He had plenty of time back there, going for his big target.
Yeah, they've targeted Sane a couple times here.
Yeah. Nice little touch on there. He's just hoping to squeeze it in there.
I was going to say, great looking throw there, too. Downfield, and you can see there, Ponies, that was number 12, Ryan Silbernagel, who had 2 picks on homecoming a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Knew he had a chance at that one.
Let's see what the Bears have up their sleeve here at second down. Do they sneak in a run to Brian White again? And they do.
Up the middle.
And he carries them from another couple yards.
There's a flag, though, on the play.
But there is a flag. I think he's going to discuss it with the other line judge here.
Yeah, it came out from that far side from us.
Looks like it might be going against the Ponies. You see a couple of the Ponies kind of shaking their head a little bit and shrugging, and let's see what the call is going to be here. It's against the Ponies, but so it's offsetting penalties. I got to replay that down.
So basically it's a wash, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, they're both denying they had anything
to
do with that. It wasn't me.
So as of right now, still 3rd and 10, I believe.
No, they've moved it up. It's third and 5 here. They got to change the. They got to update the scoreboard there. Yeah. So it's 3rd and 5.
Yep. Now the scoreboard just changed it.
There
3rd
we
and
go.
5. All right. So after all that, 3rd and 5, Jordan. Just like we thought it would be.
So they've got potentially 4 receivers out here. Okay. We're going to take a look at that again and just see what took place there. Oh, so there's 79 and 58. We're really going at it, pushing each other's helmets and jawing and doing some different things here. So I think they can look at rough play there.
That's the only thing I could surmise from the replay. I was looking around, looking for any penalties and stuff. But
Hey.
And a throw and catch up the middle. That's Sane.
You got about 150.
Oh, but he's down in pain. A great looking throw over the middle.
We had a nice little youth stop by to say hi, so that was pretty cool.
Great catch, but he gets twisted down.
Uh-oh.
And, he's still on the ground. That's Sane. Had a really good game so far for White Bear Lake. And you always hate to see that, no matter what team. Great catch, but as you saw in that replay, folks, he got kind of twisted down and taken down. So we'll see what happens here.
So
Again,
and he's getting right up, so this is good. Sometimes you just get something rolled or whatever, and it's just like doesn't feel too good. Looks like he shook it off, coming out for a play. So that was good. Good to see him run right off the field. And
yeah, and if he's cleared, I'm sure he'll be back. Because again, he's been a big playmaker for White Bear Lake right now.
well, they need him. They absolutely need him in the game here. So I think he comes out for one play, as they continue to march on here to cut the lead.
Yeah, the 6'1" senior wide receiver, number 82, Sane.
They've got tall receivers out there. Animation hands it off.
Good run there.
Also, it was Easton Miles. Okay, so they have him in the backfield, kind of trying to sneak him in the backfield. Nice little carry, and so it looks like they're gonna mix up the run and the pass here. With now it's 3 to go here in the half.
I was gonna say haven't called Easton Miles' name for a good couple minutes here, and again he can be a game changer as well. I got to imagine they might want to draw him up some more plays to get him the ball.
Exactly. And they hand it off to him again.
That's got to be good enough for that first down. Easton Miles.
And there is a flag on the play.
But of course, all good runs will come back, right? That's usually the. Actually, looked like they were initially pointing at Stillwater, but who knows? We'll see.
Yep. Personal foul, face mask on the Ponies. Ouch. Yeah, it's going to be another first down here for the Bears. Well, between the rushing yards and the penalty yards, they're just marching right down here. And it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, this is a big drive for White Bear Lake, Jordan, if they can come away with any sort of points here right before the half.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is huge for their momentum and the confidence, saying, like, yeah, we can stay with these Ponies. Ponies need a big defensive stand here.
White in the backfield.
And he takes it himself, and he gets crushed. No gain on the play.
That's number 49, Khalid Afuye.
Okay.
Afuye locked him up pretty well there. Look at the replay, though, of this last run. So got them the first down.
And what was the...
That was a face mask right there.
Well, it was just, it was a quick little grasp, but it was a millisecond, but they called it. I've seen someone, he's going on, he's rolling out, and it's a touchdown. The Bears touchdown. He took it to the outside.
That's Lockwood again.
Lockwood. Nice pass by Animation.
White Bear Lake, big drive there. Get some help from some penalties, but they ended up doing the work and getting the touchdown. Right now, as it stands, 14-9 in favor of Stillwater, but what a great drive there. Great throw by Animation to his big target, Ben Lockwood. 6'3", senior wide receiver. Like you said, Jordan, they also got some height on their side, and Big Ben Lockwood has been a key contributor.
Oh, and he just missed blocking it, and it is good. 14-10. So, I mean, did we expect anything else from this game here with the Bears and the Ponies? Like you had said earlier, you know what? It doesn't matter the record. They're going to play their hearts out. Their arch rival, they're coming to play.
And Jordan, I want to bookmark that one play that started all this. Was that 4th and 1 back in their own zone, right?
Yes.
That's kind of where we started. It feels like it's been forever since we were there. But that was one of those big plays where you don't get it, and all of a sudden the Ponies could potentially go 21-3. But now they drive the whole length of the field, and now they're only trailing 14 going into half. You got to think that Coach Bartlett is feeling pretty good about that.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's starting to get the confidence in his guys. It looks like, the offense is starting to gel. And we'll see if the Ponies can garner any points here before half and extend their lead here.
And honestly, Jordan, I can't say enough about animation on that last drive. I mean, a lot of impressive throws by him and some really nice-looking runs. So he was absolutely a key factor in that, making good decisions.
Yeah. Well, he's got that dual threat, to run and pass, hand it off, when he needs to.
All right, so about a minute and a half here left in the half for Kinsey and the Ponies.
We'll see what they have, what they're going to dial up.
Ponies still have that one timeout left.
I think maybe the Ponies are hoping for another long scamper for a touchdown.
I was going to say.
Not if the Bears can help it, though.
Right.
Now here we go.
Man in motion there for a minute.
And they do hand it off. Rosario Matias. And he gets tackled. Very nice tackle. Number 43, looks like 43, Logan Gibson.
Yeah, I thought he might be able to get around Gibson there. He almost had him, but Gibson did a great job of tracking him down and getting him.
He stayed with the play. And it's nice to see that with players when they do that. You know what? They give that little extra effort to chase his offensive players down. And Rosario Matias is coming out. So it looks like it's
Edstrom checking in, number 21. For the
and
Ponies.
there's a penalty. They're marching him back. I didn't even see a flag. We've been seeing a lot of penalties by the Ponies here in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, again, I didn't even see what they signaled. Got to think it might have been a holding or
call?
something.
I didn't see a flag on the field, but I guess there was.
Back to live action here, and that one doesn't go very far for the Ponies. That's Edstrom.
Edstrom with the carry.
Well, the Bears, if they stop the Ponies here, potentially get the ball back in decent field position. Maybe try to add a long field goal to cut it to 1.
Good. The clock is ticking, though, so.
Well, the Bears, they've used up all their timeouts here.
I was going to say,
so
no way to stop the clock. So
3 receivers out there, and they do hand it off. And that is Edstrom again. And so Rosario Matias looks like he's just going to just sit out here the rest of the half.
Yeah, smart play by Coach LaVore, I think. Don't want to risk anything crazy here in the last, it was the last minute of the game, or the half.
He would be out here if they were marching down the field here, but because of that penalty and kind of stopping their progress, it's like, we don't have anything going on here. We're just going to run this thing out.
And that should do it for the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, Stillwater up 14-10 as we will step away here for a break for halftime here on VAC TV and SEC. Thanks for joining us, but you're not going to want to go anywhere because this second half will be great here. So we will be back after after halftime here on VAC TV and SEC.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Preserve those local events that last a lifetime. Visit the VAC TV store on your computer or mobile device to purchase school programs and community events. DVD, Blu-ray, and digital downloads are available. Make it easy and search for your program that you wish to purchase. Buying is convenient with multiple options at your disposal while checking out. Visit vactv.org/store today. Support from local community sponsorships make a lot of our programming possible, including our popular coverage of Stillwater Pony Sports. Sponsor school programming, as well as community events. Support local community organizations and their events by sponsoring our coverage or donating at our website, vactv.org.
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
You're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I'm a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pony Stadium here as we are almost ready for the second half action here as Stillwater leads 14-10 here on Valley Access Channels and SEC. Thanks for joining us, and we highly apologize for some technical difficulties, but it seems those are behind us now. Thanks for viewing with us tonight, as hopefully those technical difficulties don't stick around. But Jordan, we have a great second half here about to get underway. What did the folks miss if they are just tuning in now in that first half?
Well, Matias for the Ponies here. We have Rosario Matias. He had a huge run just to open the first play for the Ponies after the Bears took a 3-0 lead by Goodwin. A long 51-yard field goal. Rosario Matias took it 80 yards on the first possession for the Ponies to make it 7-3. Goodwin did miss a 42-yard field goal, which was surprising. Rosario comes back, scores a 4-yard touchdown to go up 14-3. And then the Bears put together a really nice drive to close out the first half. You have Animation, who just took control of that offense, marched right down. They got the touchdown to cut it to 14-10. You're going to probably see a lot more of that in the second half here. The Ponies get the kickoff to start the second half, and I think it's just going to go down to the wire here. It's just what these teams do, and it's going to be a lot of fun here. And we're glad you're joining us here, everybody out there. So, Pete, what do you think are some of the keys here now for the Ponies? What do they need to do to just really just take care of this game, and what do the Bears need to do to pull out a win here tonight?
Yeah, I think that, it's going to be the battle of the trenches, I feel like. I think the Ponies on offense did a great job opening up lanes for Rosario Matias. And on the other side, we had highlighted that the Ponies, DBs, linebackers, very good tacklers. But on some of those plays, we know that White Bear Lake has a great rushing system with all the guys that they can rush the ball with. And, I highlighted a couple great plays by the big guys in the trenches on the offense for White Bear Lake as well. So you kind of look at that and say, it could absolutely come down to whose offensive lines are better moving forward. Because, again, we both know that these offenses can move the ball. They can sustain drives, long drives, big chunk plays, and then they can gash you with the run game. But can the O-lines stay on top of their game? Because, again, I think the D-line has been having trouble on both sides of the ball. And then another thing, Jordan, especially for the Ponies, is can they stay out of penalty trouble? That was a really big thing, I feel like, in that first half. They just kept tacking on, and tacking on for that big drive for White Bear Lake. And again, credit to White Bear Lake. They put it away when they got it.
Exactly.
And so obviously Coach Labor for the Ponies is going to want to cut those penalties in half to as we kicked off here for the Ponies.
So now a personal foul to start the second half for the Bears. So now it's like, okay, now we're going to even out the penalties here a little bit here. And
I suppose.
Now a little personal foul here, so they're marching that ball up. But, yeah, no, good take on the offensive lines. I think it's whatever offensive line ends up just taking control of the game here, I think will definitely decide the outcome of this game here. So the Ponies have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Eggy in motion there. That's Rosario Matias with a scramble for a couple of yards there. No surprise they go with him on that first play of the drive, first play of the second half.
No, let's get back to their bread and butter.
And, you know, Jordan, you kind of look at these teams and how they're built, and they kind of mirror image each other as far as they've got the big, tall wide receivers on the outside.
Yes.
They've got a great running game. Obviously, you know, White Bear Lake doesn't have an Emilio Rosario Matias, but they have a committee of runners that can do what he does.
Right.
And then they've got a quarterback that, or both quarterbacks can throw and run as much as they'd like. So, like I said, I mean, this has been a fun game, and we knew going into this one it was going to be great. Again, regardless of the records, you throw those out the window, these two teams match up pretty well against each other.
They do. And it just, you know, even though there's attrition and you add new players every year and others graduate and stuff, it's just they know each other inside and out. I mean, just year after year. You know, the Ponies, you know, they need to get something going here if they and 3rd and 6 here. And looks like the Kinsey, nice pass. And nice catch. Nice catch and run here by Owen Eggy.
Yeah, Eggy made a great comeback route there. Lost his man, but then he turned it upfield and got way more than I thought he was. I mean, it was already going to be a great catch and yards gained on that, just if he had just caught it and went down. But, I mean, he did such a great job of losing his man and then turning upfield to keep the play going. As you can see here, tiptoes inside and stays on the line. Wow, what a great play.
About a 32-yard gain.
Owen Eggy. Again, one of my players to be watching tonight for the Ponies.
Well, he's already had a couple of, you know, opportunities in the end zone here. So look, Kinsey is looking for him.
There's Emilio Rosales cutting out to the right. Or Rosario Matias, my apologies. Cuts out to the right. Looks like they were going to get him on the left side. Cuts out to the right, gets a couple on that one.
Yeah, they're gonna try to find. Obviously, going to try to get him the ball, and they're going to try it on the left side, the right side, between the tackles, etc. They're going to find those big holes that the Ponies are used to opening up here. And the Bears, they've been playing Rosario Matias pretty tough here in the second half.
Kinsey drops back, has a man downfield, just out of reach. That was Eggy, had him in the end zone, would have been a walk-in. Just a little bit too much on that one. And I was just about to ask Jordan, do you think White Bear Lake is really going to commit, you know, men in the box, which means, you know, the coverage is going to be a little bit emptier in the backfield. And there you just saw it. Eggy had a step or two on his DB, and Kinsey just overshot him. I mean, and that, again, that almost answered the question right there.
I definitely think they are. And, you know, because your number one thing you got to do is you got to shut down. Ooh. A little errant pass out the left side. That you shut down Rosario Matias, and you know you kind of you put the Ponies on their back heels, you know, and they're as far as their offense goes.
That play kind of blew up. It was looking like it was going to be a screen to the left, and Chase Edstrom was tied up. There's a lot of hand fighting there, so it'll be 4th and 7. For the Ponies, we'll see what they want to do.
Yeah, they're going for it here because they're on the 31-yard line, and I think they're right near Huber's range, but I think they're looks like they're going for it here. So Kinsey is still looking for the play here and looks like he's going to audible, and they're calling a timeout.
Yeah, you can see Kinsey's confusion there, just not quite sure.
Little mix-up there, but you know what? This is an important play. If they want to set the tone for the second half here, they need to convert this. And then on the Bears side, they want to stop this. They want to get the ball back on this 4th and 7 and get back to their offense that they had at the end of the second quarter.
And you might say if you're a Stillwater fan, why burn the timeout there? Just run whatever. But, I mean, you might as well be safer than sorry on that one, especially 4th and 7.
Yeah. Well, and if you're going to set the tone for potentially the rest of the game, you keep that drive going, you score a touchdown, now you're up a couple of scores. You got to make sure that you get it right. So, you know what? Burning a timeout, not a bad call. Ideally, you want to save them, for critical moments, especially at the end of the game.
But I suppose it might not matter if you go up by a couple scores. You don't need those timeouts anyway, and that's what the object here for Coach LeBoer is the offense.
Let's see if they decide to go run or pass here on 4th and 7.
Kinsey takes the snap.
He's going back to pass.
He is.
He's looking for him.
Deep shot. Oh, and just off the hands.
Navegi. He had him. Nice, nice tight coverage by the Bears. He had time. I mean, the offensive line was doing their.
Yeah. That's a tough one, especially with the angle we saw. You don't know if. I mean, I think Eggy's got to come down with that one. I mean, it might have been out of his reach just a little bit.
Just a little bit outside. I mean, I do like the fact that that Kinsey, he's looking to throw and mix it up and not just run.
So the White Bear Lake offense takes over at the 31, and they hand it off.
Who do they go to? Yep. They go to White again.
And the legs keep going. Finally down.
They had about 3 or 4 ponies on that one.
And, we talk about Emilio Rosario Matias's legs churning. I didn't see that a lot from White. He just had some really good runs, but that was a key example there of, he hit a whole bunch of ponies there, and he just kept going and fighting for those yards now to make it a 2nd and 3 for White Bear.
Yeah, that was a nice gain there.
And they go right back to him, gets a big push up front.
And he's... Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and probably about a yard. He's getting up limping a little bit. He's going to stay in.
Also, Jordan, I almost forgot. Number 82, Sane, went out earlier, that big wide receiver for White Bear Lake. And I don't think I've seen him yet. So we don't know if he'll come back or not. But, again, if not, a big loss for the offense because he's had some really nice catches for White Bear Lake. And, obviously, if White is hampered by an injury.
82 is back. He's lined up
great to see.
Far right. And he's looking to pass, animation, and he just dumps it off, and nope, incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for Easton Miles there.
Miles. Well, the Ponies are standing tough here. They're not. They don't want to give up any more yards here, so trying to keep them here. And the Bears, we're going to see what they call here to move this ball for a first down.
Animation drops back. Oh, has a man right up the middle, unguarded.
Nice catch there by Lockwood. Who else, huh?
It's going to say, and the pile,
he just keeps going.
And that's at least an extra 5 or 6 yards there.
Well, they're already to the Ponies' 35-yard line. He's got a nice arm and a nice little touch animation there, and that was good for 25 yards.
Yeah, just a absolutely free right up the middle is Ben Lockwood.
And then the big offensive line just comes in and just Kind of nudges them a couple of yards ahead.
Lockwood finding a lot of space up the middle. Again, a big target. A nice security blanket for Animation. There's a good run there. A seam up the middle, and he keeps going.
Nate Tweet. Who? Nate Tweet, a senior.
Tevet. Yeah, haven't called his name yet, but
nope.
Man, what a great first run. And again, that O-line opening up a gap, and he squeezed through right there up the middle, untouched for that first couple yards. And he fights for a great gain by there. That's number 3, Nate Tevet, like we said.
That was almost a 20-yard gain there. Not bad, 20-yard average.
Yeah, that's a pretty good run there. And like I said,
they're keeping him in.
The O-line just opened it up for him.
They got 3 wide here. Oh, a little bobble there.
Oh, but it looks like Animation took it himself. After that, again, it looked like he was going to initially hand it off potentially, but Animation just said, I might as well take it myself here.
little mix-up there, but, he got a positive gain on it. So
it's going to still fell forward for 5 yards.
Yeah. He'll take that all day long on mix-ups.
So now the White Bear Lake offense putting the pressure on the Pony defense.
The crowd is getting a little more silent here than what we're accustomed here in the second half here. As the Bears march down here.
Another good handoff there by, looks like that was number 21.
That's Levi Arvig.
I like it, Levi Arvig listed as a linebacker here in the program. Why not hand him off the ball?
Hey, they're trying to throw the Ponies off here.
And I will say that's what I do love about high school football. They can just be pretty positionless. And, guys are listed as QB. They're playing wide receiver. Guys are listed as DB. And that one stopped right at the goal line. Does he get in?
Nope. He's short.
Not by much, though.
No, he's right on the doorstep there. Well, the Bears, they're looking to take their first lead of the game here.
Yeah, I believe that was Arvig again with
first
the carry.
First and goal at the 1.5 yard line. Maybe it's the 1 foot yard line, the 1 inch yard line.
I was gonna say, it's about as close as you can get to being there without being in.
He's in.
And
touchdown.
And
that goes 21. To Levi Arvig.
Yep.
The linebacker. Well, it's.
So White Bear Lake, an impressive march down there, 16-14 before the extra kick.
They take the lead on the Ponies. Do we have an upset on our hands here? Well, it's very early yet. We'll see here, but the Bears, they ain't going anywhere.
And Jordan, to me, that set the tone. I feel like that as far as the possession there.
Oh, definitely.
And they proved that they could run it when they wanted to.
Back-to-back possessions now, and they have 2 touchdowns. So they're obviously doing something right now, and I think, you know what? It seems like they're starting to have a lot of success in the air, which then opens up their running game.
Yeah, on that big play, Lockwood, right down the middle, untouched basically, and then obviously that O-line providing a lot of space for Tevet and Arvig. Again, 2 new ball carriers that we've seen as well. Yeah. We already knew that they had a trio of guys that could run it, and they bring in 2 more.
Why not give those guys a chance at it? Let's throw the Ponies completely off. Like, who are these guys? Like, to your point, a lot of these high school players, they play multiple positions. A lot of them play offense and defense, and vice versa.
That'll be interesting next time the Pony defense takes the field, Jordan. What does Labor want to do as far as trying to modify the trenches of his own? Because it looked like the defensive line for the Ponies kind of got manhandled on that drive.
They did. I think I think that the Ponies, they have to look at themselves and say, we need to get back to Pony football. Dominance at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what they have going here. I think there was a lot of misses on the previous possession and just kind of some missed throws by Kinsey, and I think he just needs to get back into a rhythm.
And Jordan, I find this is a very difficult argument, but it's like, those misses, fingertip misses, right? It's great because the play almost happened, which means that it's there.
Yes.
But at the same time, down the road, you got to start, connecting on those types of things. We've seen a couple misses by Kinsey, a couple drops by Eggy. I mean, those plays pile up by the end of the game.
Oh, they do. Well, and we think this game is going to go down to the wire. I mean, it's going to make a huge difference by not converting a key third down.
Rosario Matias gets a few there. Gibson with the tackle for White Bear Lake.
White Bear right now, they got to be feeling really good right now. The confidence, I mean, you could just see the excitement. You can see they're highly motivated right now.
Another solid run there for Rosario Matias.
So it looks like third and a couple right now. And it's going to be a quick hike here. Get everybody up to the line, and he takes it himself. A little quarterback sneak. I think he's got the first down.
I was going to say that was a pretty good push.
They just quickly got right up to the line on that one and said, okay, the Bears are not ready. We're running it.
I love that call, honestly. I think the Ponies have gone up-tempo just a couple times, and I think both the times they've gone up-tempo, it's worked out well for them. And that can do so much just to throw your opponent off balance, off kilter here, for just that play or two. And now they drop back. Kinsey looking
probably going to
his
Eggy
right.
again. Yep, they got him. There's Eggy. There we go. He's into Bears territory at the 48. Nice big pickup, Eggy.
And Jordan, how good can Eggy run that comeback route?
Well, he's proven that he's been able to do it. And look at that. That was a perfect pass. That was the pass that didn't happen on the previous possession.
High snap.
And he just throws it away here. They had another little blitz there on the right side of the Bears line, left side of the Ponies. Like there's a breakdown in protection on the left side. I've seen that now a couple times here in the last couple of possessions.
I also want to highlight, too, not just the route and the catch by Eggy, but the yak as well. He does a great job of, getting into that quick turn, getting the ball, but then he turns upfield again and he rattles off, an extra 5 to 8 plus some yards. And that is such an asset for Stillwater.
Well, look at it. At first, he hesitated like he was going to throw the ball, but nowhere to run. And the Bears, they just swarm Rosario Matias.
Flag on the play, though.
Let's see here. Now they're discussing it here. I think they saw something.
Regardless of the flag, Jordan, the defensive line of the Bears really broke through quick there and pretty much took away all the options for Rosario Matias.
Yep. Well, he's waving it. Is that kind of like the yellow card in soccer? Like that's somebody's getting the yellow flag? Nope. It's we had extra laundry that just fell out. There's no penalty. And now the Bears coach is upset.
And I thought I saw the other ref over there throw a flag again.
Wait, so
maybe he's picking it up.
Yeah,
Not
so
sure.
he's pointing out that potentially they saw two different referees throw yellow flags there. So he just wanted clarification, I imagine. Well, now they're marching us back. They're marching the Ponies back. So there was.
So according to the scoreboard right now, as it stands 3rd and 13, Jordan. And we're not sure what the call was. We apologize. We can't make that clear. We don't want to guess, obviously.
Kinsey's going deep.
Drops back.
He's got him. He just missed him again. That's twice now that he's missed him on deep throws.
And Jordan, if you copy and pasted both of those plays, I believe the distance between Eggy and the ball were about the same on each play.
They were. It's just like, So it's just a matter of just a little bit less oomph on the ball, on the throw. Because it looked like Eggy was running the same speed both times.
And, and I can imagine how hard that is because you don't want to underthrow it, absolutely, right?
Right.
And for most quarterbacks, it's easy to just launch one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, to find that happy medium is not easy. And the Ponies have just missed on that a couple times as that one bounces.
A nice pony bounce there.
Yeah, really, really advantageous bounce for the Ponies. And they will milk that one as much as they can down around about the 9-yard line. Well, so a great flip the field for the Ponies, but
as a punter, and you think you shanked one, right? That wasn't that good. Oh, then it rolls another 20. Ooh, yeah. Okay, well now it turned into a good punt.
Right. Yeah. You'll take that as a punter every single day.
That was a whoo. So they pin the Bears back deep, down 17-14. We'll see if the Ponies can stop the Bears, get that ball back here as we approach 2:40 left to go, 2:43 left to go in the third quarter.
And Jordan, if I'm the Bears, I'm thinking, hey, we're going to run this. Any combination of guys, we're running the ball.
They got 4 wideouts out there. They're going for it. Oh, nice play.
Off the hands, and that's Sane.
That's Sane. He almost came down with that one. Nice play. Nice play by Roman Silvers. It seemed like that was in Sane's hand, and Silvers just knocked it out. Watch this on this replay here.
Great deep shot
there.
Very,
very nice play by animation. Right in his hands, and then, well, it kind of touched his hands, and 24 to stay with the play, and
I was going to say, did the DB get his hand in there?
Knocked it out. I almost have a feeling that Sane's going to get a big one before this night's out here. He's had numerous close opportunities there. Yeah, and back to White now, hoping to get cut that 10 yards they need for a first down and half.
And I like that deep shot. I was just alluding to running the ball a lot, which is why I'm not a football coach, Jordan. But yeah, that was a great set of plays there, but a stuff right there.
White again.
That's Fred Cove, I think, number 10 on defense.
Very nice play, very nice read. I have to imagine the Bears are punting this one. Yeah, they're keeping the offense out.
Oh, boy.
At 4th and 2, this is risky. Or they punt. Oh, no, they're going to punt.
Okay.
Because animation is also the punter. That's pretty sneaky that
your quarterback is also the punter.
Is also the punter. I mean, he could fake it and just throw a little 2-yard toss out there. Ooh, false start on the Bears. No legal procedure. So they're gonna march him back 5 yards.
Well, what looked like a disappointing turn of events for the Ponies on their drive to flip the field. Their defense comes up big, and now they should get this ball in pretty good field position, Jordan.
Right around maybe about the 50. Now, I did see animation come off, so my guess is that when it's a close, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, animation stays out there just in case.
Yeah, right.
Because now they have their punter in.
Yeah, not going to take any chances right now. Ooh, and that one.
Oh, that was almost blocked.
Yeah.
You're right, though. Look at this. Nice bounce by the Ponies. Get the ball at the 37 of the Bears. How about that starting position?
I was going to say, this is very big if you're Stillwater.
That's kind of a bummer for the Bears.
Especially since the Bears had such a great drive, previously with that run game. And now I understand taking that shot to Sane on the outside, you had him, and that's a great look. But yeah, they just couldn't get very much. The Stillwater defense kind of clamped down, and now that punt also just took a bad bounce if you're White Bear Lake, and now Stillwater is maybe knocking on the door of getting some more points, potentially at least tying this game up, if not going ahead.
Oh, holding on the ponies. But you know what? I like the call by the Bears. And one of the things that I really like about coaches who are aggressive in their play calling, I like the fact that they're playing to win rather than playing not to lose.
Oh, yeah, that is absolutely a thing.
If Sane comes up with that, you have the momentum on the Bears. They get it, close to the 50-yard line, and they're still marching. And it also opens up the field more. So they know, you can't stack the box against any of the running backs.
And honestly, that was on first down as well. You don't get it, who cares? 2nd and 10, we'll get another good run. We'll get it to 3rd and short or whatever.
Yeah, I like it. Playing to win. And that's, and does it always work? Ooh, nice catch by, once again, Eggy again. He's the outside deep threat. And, the junior still has another year here at Stillwater, but he's got some nice hands. He got some nice wiggle, speed in the outside, and like you said, the yards after the catch.
I mean, you saw Kinsey rolling out to his right. Looked like the play kind of blew up in his face, and you're like, well, he's probably just throwing that away. And then all of a sudden, Eggy dives out of nowhere. Made a diving catch. 2nd and 4 now for the Ponies.
Very nice. Only handoff to Eggy. You try to take it outside. Yeah, not much of a gain there.
Looked like he had a little bit of daylight before he got to the edge, but yeah, closed down quickly. So
we're going to take a replay here at the on the last catch here by Eggy as he's rolling out and he whips it over. Very nice catch. He just got his fingers underneath that one.
Yeah, and that was
end of the 3rd quarter with the Bears. Bears up 17-14 going into the 4th. They got to feel really good about their chances here against Stillwater at Pony Stadium.
Well, you're not going to want to go anywhere, folks, here on VAC TV and SEC for the 4th quarter coming up here and momentarily.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping. Got a few minutes? You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pony Stadium here in a tightly contested game. I'm Pete Winslow. Along with me is Jordan Simpkins. Thanks for joining us here on VAC TV and SEC. We have a lot of great football action here in this 4th quarter. Kinsey rolls out to his right.
He's looking for him, and he just missed him.
Again, fingertips there for number 14, Jack Runk.
So this is definitely a huge possession for the Ponies. They need to get some points out of this and need to start building that momentum back. And for the Bears, they just want to stop them, get that ball back, and start putting a lot more pressure on the Ponies.
It looks like Kinsey is walking off the field, which
means, it's 4th and 4.
Yeah, it looks like the punt unit will come out.
With the ball at the 41, they had excellent field position. They had the ball at the 37 of the Bears, and then they had the holding call. Brought him back, a couple of passes, misplays. That was kind of a blown opportunity.
Yeah, they didn't go very far. But a great stop there by the Bears.
That's kind of disappointing for the Ponies. That some points should have come out of that. And once again, our punter just gets a couple of nice rolls on there, and. You got to look at his punting average here. You got to give credit for the roll. So Landon, is that Landon Huber back there in our punter?
Jordan, I always find it interesting when, obviously the defense holds up, right? They do a pretty good job of stopping the ponies. But, the punter for Stillwater has done a great job of making the offense now. Obviously, yeah, we didn't get as much on offense as we'd like, but now all of a sudden you pin them back. And both times, White Bear in the last couple drives have had to really work out of their own zone here as that handoff goes right up the middle to White, and he gets stopped for just a yard or two maybe.
We're just looking at the Ponies' next opponents against Edina. And Edina next week. It's a Thursday game, folks. That's a 7 o'clock game in Edina. Edina is in a tough matchup tonight, both 4-1 against Shakopee. Shakopee is really bringing it to Edina. Last we checked, it was 33-0. We'll give that score again to you as we know more. But that's going to be a tough opponent for the Ponies with Edina sitting at 4-1, and we'll see after the game here against Shakopee.
There's a flag coming out, and I think that's against Stillwater, as I could see the reaction of, I think it was maybe Joe Fredcove, as the refs will discuss it. Actually, a couple flags came out.
Well, looks like Shakopee 40-6. 40-6. So it looks like Edina is going to take a loss, go to 4-2. And we'll see if the Ponies, what they can do and see if they can also go 4-2. And it looks like a personal foul, another personal foul on the Ponies. These penalties tonight, they've been killing the Ponies.
Yeah, we haven't been tallying up the yardage for penalties tonight against Stillwater, Jordan, but I got to imagine it's amassed quite a bit at this point.
I don't think we're close to Rosario Matias's numbers for rushing, but it's too much. It's too much for the Ponies, and it just seems to give that huge edge to the Bears, who are just taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and I don't care how talented your team is. If you keep putting yourself behind the sticks in this sense, then, I mean, it can hurt so much, and it just gives the other team an out here. As there's, looks like another
they're marching another. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the Ponies. They were just gifted 30 yards.
Man, now if you're Coach LeBoer on the sideline, you really got to get a hold of your squad.
Or it looks like they were gifted 20 yards. Well, that's kind of nice. They had him pinned back, and then they're giving it to Brian White.
Big run
third,
there.
He got a huge run there. That's a first down. Very nice run.
White with the carry.
And obviously, Jordan, when penalties like that happen, obviously it's got to be just upsetting and frustration from the side that's committing the penalties. And on top of that, as tough as that is, then you got to turn around and play football, and then you let off a big run like that. I mean, I think things like that just tend to snowball and pile up, and they can make it really hard in a game you're already trailing 17-14.
So one thing I've noticed tonight, no turnovers. Have we seen a turnover? Am I missing something?
No, there's been a couple on, and that play blown up in the back. No, there was that weird handoff that Kinsey threw into the fullback.
That was it, but that was just a pass, right? Or was that a? Oh, then he hopped on it. Rosario.
Yeah. So
okay, but
they recovered it. But no, you're right. No turnovers on either side.
Yeah, so that was the closest. But no turnovers. 3rd and 2 here.
It's a big 3rd and 2.
Yeah, there is, folks. There is no thunder out here. That is just the fans getting all excited.
Nice. And a great tackle there by number 24.
That was Roman Silvers again. He's making his mark now. Not only as a defensive back, knocking away passes, but making some great open field tackles.
Yeah, just wrapped him up.
Very nice. Very nice.
That was one of the scorers, Arvig, who's a big tough runner himself. So to wrap him up and keep him down.
It's got to be 4th and 1, or no? They did get the first down. Looks like it's right. It looked like it was going to be close.
I was going to say, right now the scoreboard says 3rd and 2nd. I'm pretty sure that'll change to 4th and something.
It was 3rd and 2. And it looked like he didn't gain anything, or it's going to be a measurement. It looked like he was short.
I was going to say, in my eye test, it looked like Silver stopped that conversion.
Okay, so it was at the 41, and they still had 2 to go. He stopped at about the 43, which where the ball where he goes out, it looked like he went out just short of the 43. I think he's short. I think he's short by, yep, they're moving the chains back. He is short. This is going to be 4th and inches.
And again, if you're White Bear Lake, to me it doesn't matter. We're still probably going for it, right?
Oh, yeah. No,
but I can't say that enough about Silvers' tackle there. I mean, what a great wrap-up that was.
It was. Well, it just gives the Ponies a chance here. The 4th and inches here, like you said, I haven't imagined that they're going for it here. They're up 3 points. They're playing on the road, looking for their first win. They would like nothing better than to deliver their first win, get their first win against their arch rival, the Ponies.
At Stillwater as well.
At Stillwater.
So
they're
4th down, yep.
Trying to avenge last year's drubbing that the Ponies have, the 38-14 game at White Bear Lake. So they okay, well, how do you like that? Here we go. It's going to be 4th and inches. Well, now I see the yard marker first. No, here it is. This is 4th and inches. They're going to try to sneak it. He got the first down and more.
Great play there by White Bear.
They just plowed the defensive line of the Ponies to get that first down. So that was a big first down by the Bears. You got just under 9 to go now in the 4th quarter.
And I noticed on that shift there, Jordan, White Bear had brought in a bunch of defensive guys we'd been seeing to push the line forward. So they had a moving company up front, and they got it. An impressive conversion there.
Well, it's a smart move, when you have, 500, 600, 700 pounds coming at you. Oh, and they stifle them. Brian White gets nothing there, and he even loses a yard.
Ponies do a good job of stopping that play.
They have to be careful. The Ponies have to be careful right now. So if they decide, okay, we're going to stack the box with maybe 8 defensive players, you got to watch out for Sane on the outside. Look at their 4 deep receivers right now. So
you got Lockwood in the middle too at some point.
They're going to be looking. They're going to be looking to pass on this one, and they're not getting much. And there's the flag. The flag on Silvers.
Silvers cannot believe it. And I wasn't sure when he went up.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's incomplete, but there's a flag on the call. We saw him throw it, but now they're deciding maybe there wasn't a flag.
Well, we'll see here on the replay. Again, a good ball coming out. He didn't get his head completely
he's pulling the flag. He's pulling the flag.
I was going to say, Jordan, he didn't get his head completely turned around. That's Silvers. But he also didn't look like he had too much contact either.
He didn't. No, and they...
yeah, and you can see Coach Bartlett.
No, he's not liking the call. He thought definitely there was a penalty on that one. Definitely a pass interference, and that would have been a huge play for the Bears.
3rd and 11 now. And like I said, Jordan, I know it's always a problem if the DB doesn't turn his head, but if he doesn't make as much contact, does it matter?
Well, and he has every right to go after the ball. It's a free ball. He has every right to go after it as the receiver does. So if he has to muscle his way in there to get it, that's no pass interference.
All right, so 3rd and long now.
They got to bring some pressure. That's one thing they've been lacking. And he got it. It's picked off by Silvers. So Sane had it.
Either picked off or incomplete. We're not sure yet.
Sane had it in his arms, it looks like, and Silvers comes down with it. That would be a huge, and looks like they're bringing the ball back. So it looks like it's incomplete. Looks like he has it, and then it's bobbled, and then it's hard to see because on the opposite side of the field, and somehow it ends up in Silver's arms. It's 4th and 11, so it's incomplete.
And Sane had the space and had the ball. Like, he had beat Silvers.
He did.
But great defense by Silvers to not give up on that, at least hack it away. And they'll punt it away here.
Oof.
Again, whew, they're cutting it real close there, Jordan.
Yep.
On
that was almost
how
a block,
quickly they get that punt away.
block punt, and he decided, well, you know what, I need to punt it off the off to the right-hand side, or that's blocked.
So the Stillwater defense comes up absolutely massive there.
They need to get some life back into this offense here. The Ponies, I mean, the first 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. The rest of the game, nothing. They haven't done anything.
And to me, you can't solely look at number 6, right?
No.
You can't just use him in this last 8-ish minutes.
I mean, yes, maybe he ends up being half of the offense, coming here, but and Egg has been having an awesome game here, so he's another guy I'd be looking at right now.
And they hand it off right away. And he breaks away. He got more than I thought he was going to get.
Rosario Matias with the carry. Woodcock with the tackle.
That'll be 2nd and 5 here. Kinsey hands it off to Emilio Rosario Matias again, and he will bulldoze his way for a couple more, making it
third and 2.
Yeah.
Depends on where they mark it here, but it looks like, 3rd and 2. Big play for the Ponies here. We're under 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Bears, I mean, they've come up big here in the second half, just stifling the Ponies' offense. And, that was kind of a bad snap, and that just was not – that play did not look good at all.
No, I'm honestly surprised that Kinsey got the handoff off to Rosario Matias. I mean, A, the snap almost got dropped, and then B, the handoff between the two, I wasn't even sure it was going to get to him.
Look at that. You're right. I missed that part where the handoff, it just the whole play was just kind of a bobbled mess there.
So 4th and 5, and I got to think they got to punt it away now.
So, but this is interesting. So you have Rosario back there, Matias back there. I wonder if they do a nice little hike to him, but they've stacked the other side, kind of watching for that fake. Nice bounce again.
Another fortuitous bounce for the Ponies.
Yeah.
All right, so under 6 minutes left here. As we'll take a look. Jordan will bring up the standings here.
So we have the standings here. So with the Metro East, we have 3 teams that are tied right now for the conference lead at 3-1. All teams 3-2, and then you add Eastridge at 3-2. Stillwater absolutely needs this win. White Lake 0-4, 0-5, and they are giving Ponies everything and still leading by 3 here as we approach the midway point of the 4th quarter. And then next week, obviously, I've said before, the Ponies will travel to Edina to play the Hornets in Edina. He's throwing deep again. I'm guessing Sane, and he got 86 touchdown. It is Lockwood. They have Sane and Lockwood. Touchdown Bears. Beautiful pass by Animation.
And Jordan, you would think that there's no one in the homestands right now with how quiet it is.
Oh my goodness.
He rolls out. Animation rolls out. Does a great job of keeping the play alive. And,
a 60-yard pass.
Yeah, we'll look at this replay. Just threw that one.
Beautiful.
Perfectly.
I mean, just beat the defense. It looked like Silvers was hoping for safety help in the back end there. And they knock it up through, and they go up 10 points on the Ponies.
Oh, my goodness. What a turn of events for Stillwater. As you can see there, Animation pretty pumped on the sideline with Lockwood, as I would be too. What a great throw and catch. Again, that ball was on a line right to Lockwood, who's already had a touchdown and some yards.
He's got 2 in the game. So between Sane and Lockwood, it's like, it's kind of hard to believe. And you're right. A point you made earlier is that these Bears have lost some close games. So they have the skilled players out here. Even though they're 0-4, 0-5, they could have easily been 2-2, 2-3, 3-2.
Jordan, I feel like the biggest difference for me tonight is those fingertip misses for Stillwater. And again, White Bears had their fair share of misses going deep, but they keep going after it. They keep attacking it. And I think, you look on that last drive by Stillwater, they didn't really push the ball down the field. They went with their safety blanket and Rosario Matias, which is fine. But like I said, you'd go deep and you get rewarded like that, and all of a sudden you're up 10 with under 6 minutes left.
Oh, he's going to take it out here.
Got to make something happen.
Oh, nice play. Nice
Great
cutback.
Move.
A very nice run.
Jack Runk.
Jack Runk made it very interesting on that kickoff. He thought it was going to bounce right into the end zone, and then it hits the goal line and then bounces in. Let's take another look at it here.
And to be honest, Jordan, I didn't really think. I know he had to. Oh, he had to.
Well, it actually hit in the end zone about a half yard in the end zone.
It bounced out.
And then bounced out. So I don't know. I think if it bounces in the end zone and then bounces back into play, that'd be considered a touchback. But the main thing is he brought it out here and
made some nice moves. Honestly, I really didn't think there was going to be much open for him, and Runk making nothing out of something, being very alert, doing a good job. But again, now obviously 5.5 left. The clock is not on your side for the Ponies. They got to move fast.
They do. They have 2 timeouts left,
and they can't rely on just running the ball here.
Oh no. What's happening here? So they're marching it's kind of one of these after the kickoff or the punt return.
Yeah, there's a penalty to tack on something, and you don't see it in
this looks like is it a 10-yard penalty? I got to see what the penalty is.
Yeah, that's at least 10 yards.
I thought he had it at the 30. Okay, so it was about a 10-yard penalty. I didn't even know what the penalty was. All right. So the Ponies, they got their work cut out for them. Yep. So an Eggy.
I was going to say, who do they go for? Absolutely, the guy.
There's Rosario, Matias, and Eggy. Those are the 2 offensive players they have going for them.
Just finding a soft spot in the coverage.
Nice pass. If they can get a quick touchdown here, this is a game. He's going deep.
Another big one.
He's got him.
A big catch. Oh, and he drops it at the end.
No, but he had it.
Are they going to count it, or was he
had
down?
it. He was already down. He was touched. Or is it like the NFL where you have to have control possession through the play? So Jack Runk had a very nice catch. Nope, no catch.
Yeah, we'll see it here on the replay. Runk had a good couple steps on him.
Nice catch. He came back a little bit. He had it. And then...
as he fell, he let go of it. Lost it. I see where the argument is with he had the catch, he hit the turf, he got touched, but it didn't look like he collected it at all after he hit and tumbled. So tough break for the Ponies. Great looking play almost.
Well, it would have been knocking on the Bears' door there. All right, 2nd and 10 here at the 40, the Bears 40. And they're going to fake it, and they're going to give it off to
And that's a good
Rosario
play.
Matias, yep.
Gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Makes it a 3rd and manageable for sure.
I have to imagine Matias is approaching 200 yards.
Yeah, you'd think.
That 80-yard certainly helps, to open up the game for them. Well, they bounced Rosario Matias out. He's looking.
Yeah, it goes up the middle.
Nice little short yard pass to Connor McGlynn. Connor McGlynn, he's one of their quarterbacks. So Yeah, we don't really care the position they play. That's just kind of what they say in the program here, but they play all positions. So Connor McGlynn, one of the quarterbacks on the roster, actually just catches a pass. So he's got the 6'3", 180 frame. He's going deep again. He's looking for him, and look at there's looks like there was contact.
I was gonna say held up well enough to not be a penalty, I believe.
So Jack Runk was looking for a similar play.
You could see there that Kinsey did the pump fake to give him some time, but you could see Runk on the far right side locked up the whole way.
It seemed like there was contact, Number 47, Braylon Minor. Looks like there was plenty of contact there on that play, and there was no call there. So Kinsey's looking, catches with Connor McGlynn again. Quickly get that ball up there.
McGlynn has been
first down.
Open target there. The senior wide receiver, number 9, Connor McGlynn, making some big plays here this drive for the Ponies.
Yeah, senior receiver, and yet in the program here, this is quarterback here, so that's all right.
We'll get a whistle here. Was that another flag, Jordan?
A lot of penalties tonight, and that's. I have not seen this many in a game that we've seen this year, and then for the Ponies to add on to what you were talking about just kind of the near misses, is just the amount of penalties tonight on the Ponies. And we've seen a lot of misconducts on sportsmanlikes on both teams.
Yeah, that last one going to White Bear Lake. And on the side, off the fingertips again, that was number 13, Carter Zoller, one-on-one on the right side. Almost came up with it. Looks like he had maybe one hand trapped.
Minor had a nice play on that.
You got
to get him credit on that. I mean, that's right at the end zone. So but one other thing is he wasn't looking back at the ball.
But it did look like he got his hand in to tip the ball without making too much contact there. Second and 5 for the Ponies.
Another penalty against the Ponies. False start. Second and 10.
Legal procedure.
I mean, if they showed a picture of Coach DeBoer, he's got to be just upset at the amount of laundry that has come out in the field. The yellow laundry.
Yeah, like I said, Jordan, I don't know if I've ever seen a high school game with this many penalties in it. Collectively, because White Bear Lake has gotten their fair share as well.
Yeah,
but
they have.
And like you said, so many penalties after the play, or where we're not sure what it is, but they tack on 10 yards. They tack on 10 yards here. They tack on 10 yards there.
Well, it adds up. You look at the end of the game, and you're like, okay, yeah, you have 130 yards. Ooh.
And just missing high there.
Connor McGlynn just missed him. Yet, 3rd and 10 here. This is a big play right now. I mean, you're at 4:21 in the fourth quarter. You're down 10. Ponies need a huge play here, Pete.
Yeah, and it's not easy. 3rd and 10, not a lot. I got to think they're going for it regardless, so you can think of this as 2-down territory, obviously.
Exactly. So you got to have 2 plays, and look at you're going to a deep play again.
Oh, and just out of Runk's hands again.
Yep, out of reach, right? So that was your assessment.
Look at this replay here.
Just out of reach here.
Again, nice looking ball. Just, again, literally fingertips away, I would think. Now it looks like they'll go for the 3 here.
Huber's back out. So it's like he's kicking a 36-yarder. He has the leg. 36-yarder. Huber's got the leg. No question about it. The accuracy. He's got it. So they cut it to 7 with 4:11. They need a big stand here. Didn't we say this is coming down to the wire no matter what?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Jordan, on that last play, do you like the call going deep, trying to get it all on one play?
No, I don't like it. I think chunk play like you had said, it's 2 downs, 3rd down, 4th down. I think they go for a shorter pass, maybe yards after the catch to advance the ball to get the 1st down. That's just too risky, you know. So, well, we're going to take a look at the schedule coming up here for the Ponies. So we had mentioned just a little bit earlier. So next Thursday, 2 Thursday games coming up here. We have away against Edina, and they were in a dogfight with Shakopee, although Shakopee was running away with it. So that's the 7 p.m. game at Edina. And then for the last home game is against Park of Cottage Grove here at Pony Stadium. So these are both Thursday games. So just remember that. Friday, I don't know why they're not Friday games. They're Thursday games. So, and then White Bear Lake football schedule, October 11th. They are definitely home versus Roseville, 7 p.m. That is a Friday game, October 17th. I think it's the MEA. I think that is why. That is a Thursday game, and that is away at Osseo. And Osseo, I think, is 1-4 going into tonight's game and then Roseville is 2-3 overall going into tonight's game. Well, here we go. It's going to come down to the wire here. Are you biting your nails?
Yeah, so to get back to the point there, Jordan, just to say, again, you go, 2 5s equals a 10, right? And so, again, you get the 3, so now you're only down 7. I understand that. But again, there's only 4:11 left on the clock. You have to have this stop here. Still 2 timeouts left. And again, by no means is this game, quote unquote, over yet. But again, I suppose it's better coming away with 3 than 0. But again, they had Runk, but it kind of short kick here.
Kind of a pooch kick.
Ooh, almost bobbled it there. Taken up by number 4.
Ooh, nice play.
That's Malik Doumbia.
Nice play on that. Little pooch kick by Huber, and it bounced the Ponies' way, and they, the Bears get the ball at their own 18-yard line. So we'll see if the Ponies' D shows up here, brings some intensity. They haven't been getting much pressure on animation tonight.
No, the D line for Stillwater has been pretty much beat on every single play.
I mean, do you bring the blitz? I mean, do you put pressure on the quarterback and bring it?
I mean, you're leaving guys open on the side, but
it looks like they're bringing it. Nice tackle.
Right there. That's number 34. Broke through Cal Nitty.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. I mean, yes, you have to be careful of Sane and Lockwood on the outside. I mean, they've had glorious chances. Lockwood with his 2 touchdowns tonight. So yes, you can't have a big play and have them take it, all the way to the end zone.
That was a great anticipation there by Cal Nitty going up the gut, finding the seam and just taking down Brian White in the backfield. Losing a yard.
But they got to bring pressure. You can't have animation just sit back there and just have all day to throw. Touch them. I don't let anybody touch them.
White with the carry. All right, so that'll be a couple yards for White.
Well, that's going to be 3rd and maybe 2. 3rd and 3. Big play. If there was ever one.
3rd and 4, actually.
3rd and 4.
Now you ask, do you send heat now?
I think you need to.
Any short completion works. So,
dang. Oh boy.
That looks like it was going to be on number 12, Ryan Silbernagel.
Let's see here. This is a huge play. Offside Ponies. That is a free 1st down. Well, they got to burn their timeouts now. And if I remember correctly, in high school football, there is no 2-minute warning, or is there?
I don't believe so. So there's this is going to be an uphill battle now for Stillwater. Again, the penalties. And you saw him, he wanted to jump early, he wanted to get in on that play. And kudos to White Bear Lake for drawing him off sides.
Yep.
On that hard count. So the clock is running still.
Well, they're just going to burn all this clock here. So I have to imagine after this play, kind of seeing what's going on here, that they stop the clock.
Run up the middle, and that's a pretty good run
That's
there.
That's a big gain there. Well, you're looking at like 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and you saw players like Cal Nitty try to break through and blitz up the middle, but still able to pull out a good chunk of, that's a 7-yard carry there by White.
Well, the Bears are definitely in the driver's seat right now as you're approaching 2 minutes left to go in the game. It's only 2nd and 2 right now. This is a huge play right here. I mean, could they use a turnover right here? Yes, they could. And that's a first down. First down, Bears.
White with the carry.
Now they got to take a timeout. And they do. And again, Jordan, it isn't just that offsides play that potentially, put Stillwater at a loss here tonight. There's a lot of things that added up to it, those missed plays. I mean, plenty of penalties that I would imagine Coach Labor is not going to love. But again, it's those almost, or those just missing those wide receivers. Because again, a couple of those big ones were in the end zone too.
Yes.
And that would have been walk-ins. Especially, I can remember a couple for Owen Eggy. He had a couple that were just, if he just came down with it,
or
he
just
was
one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you come down with one of them. You're not sitting in this position right now. Yeah, it's just if you're writing a couple of sentences, for the story of the game, the penalties and near misses for the Ponies tonight. And the Bears, I mean, they didn't give up, down 14-3. They just kept plugging along. They open up their offense a little bit more, and they capitalize.
And I really thought
Ponies call a timeout here, and then the other thing is turnovers. There's been no turnovers.
Right.
The Ponies, I mean, they've been notorious for just taking the ball away, interceptions, nothing tonight.
Yeah, forced fumbles, and I don't really even think that Animation has been sacked or even really pressured in the backfield.
It doesn't look like it. It seems like their offensive line has just stymied them, and that's where at some point, if it's not working up there, you have to dial up the pressure, because he is athletic. He can make the throws. And if he just sits back there and has 5, 6, 7 seconds, he's going to make those throws.
Yeah, and I honestly, coming into this game, I really thought, pre-analyzing White Bear Lake, I thought, okay, well, they're going to have a healthy dose of run with a bunch of different guys who can run, get, that 6 yards per carry. And really, it's been through the air. It's been Lockwood. It's been Sane.
Yeah.
That have made those big plays. And, again, hats off to Animation, who has just played a heck of a game through the air.
Looks like there's another penalty, number 11. Oh, so legal procedure. Okay, so they're going to back up the Bears. So Jack Milgren, he's getting antsy. And I understand. He's getting antsy and he wants to get after the quarterback and make a play for his team, make a play for the Ponies.
All right, so
going White again.
White with the carry.
They have no timeouts here, so they can.
That was their last timeout.
Yeah, so they can run this all the way down.
Again, you would think that there was nobody in the home crowd stands right now.
Yeah,
you can see on your screen too, the White Bear Lake fans and their whiteouts over there have come out in force, and again, kudos to them. They've gotten a lot of support here, and they've played a great game.
They have a great game plan, to just, basically just neutralize the offense, other than that 80-yard carry for Rosario Matias, they've kind of stopped them. And like I said a little bit earlier, they opened up the offense a little bit more. They've been hitting more than not with Lockwood and Sane. And then at the right time, just getting those big first downs.
Well, and it feels like a lot of the lanes, too, for Rosario Matias have been kind of shut down here.
Yep.
And not to say that the offensive line for Stillwater has been playing poorly in the latter half of this game, because that's not necessarily the case, but it just haven't, I don't know if it's defensive looks or what have you, but, I can't remember a time where Rosario Matias has been able to just run up the middle untouched, in any of these in this last, I don't know,
looks like
at least 2.5 quarters.
Some fans are already leaving the game here thinking, this is all but wrapped up here. And I don't know, football is a funny game, You think, oh, well, the game is over and whatever, and we're going to lose. And then you find out the next day, what do you mean the Ponies won? Or, what do you mean? And so it's not over till it's over.
That's right.
There could be a turnover. It could be you just don't know. Football is a weird, weird game.
Oh, so we'll get a flag.
And a flag, understand that, doesn't that stop the clock? Or do they continue to roll it?
False start. It
keeps backing them up here.
Yeah, it should stop the clock.
I mean, would it stop the clock, or as soon as on their whistle do they, they start it up again? I know in the NFL, don't they, when there's a penalty, doesn't it stop the clock?
Yeah, so like as of right now, it's stopped. They're still moving people. So 3rd and 13.
There's the Pony out there. He just said, thanks for coming to the game here, and we're hoping for a miracle here.
So stopped in the backfield.
Gosh, wouldn't they just love to just have and they're going to run this clock all the way down with about 10, 11 seconds.
I was going to say, looks like the Ponies will get the ball back one last time if my math suits me well.
I'm just going to run, Football is a weird game. Strange game. Anything can happen. I haven't seen it all, but I've seen incredible plays. I've seen weird plays. Like, how can that happen?
Sure.
Never know. They're going to run this all the way down and take a timeout. Yep.
Well, Jordan, like I said, to sum this game up, if you're Stillwater side, again, barring a miracle, I think they're going to really, again, penalties, not great, but theoretically fixable. But they're really going to look back at a lot of those big-time throws that Kinsey had that just missed, Runk or Eggy just barely. Whereas, again, you look back at that huge throw on 1st and 10 to Lockwood that really shifted the game and kind of put it away for White Bear Lake. I mean, that's the difference in football, right?
I wonder, and this is not out of the realm here, but, did the Ponies kind of overlook the Bears? They look at them, okay, they're the basement dweller.
Trap game.
Yeah, a trap game. You know what? And it happens on all levels. It happens in high school, it happens in college, it happens in the NFL, the professional level. You kind of overlook an opponent, and, you don't bring your intensity. Maybe you stay up later the previous night and we can handle these guys. And you know what? It happens. It happens. And, it's disappointing. You lose in overtime to Forest Lake this week, and now potentially you lose to White Bear Lake. White Bear Lake getting their first win, and you're losing at home.
All right, so here comes the punt. 16 seconds left. Ooh, that one, again, almost gets away.
They have 9 seconds left, so
not a lot of plays you can dial up here for 9 seconds left on your, 25 that is, ish?
Yeah. With no timeouts, I have to imagine that they're going to have maybe 6, 7, 8 guys, back.
Oh, for White Bear.
For White Bear.
Yeah.
I mean, do you hand it off to Rosario Matias and just hope that he can break a bunch of tackles? I don't know.
Hook and ladder.
Yeah. And we'll. And maybe we'll see the arm strength. Does he go for a 20-yard pass here, get out of bounds, and now just a Hail Mary? And, in high school football, there is no overtime in the regular season. Is that right?
Correct.
Correct. Playoffs, obviously. So right now, this should be like a 20-yard pass and out, and the game's over.
And that will pretty much do it. And it does, as you can hear the crowd for White Bear Lake.
Oh boy, it seems like they have more fans here than the Pony fans.
And so with that, White Bear Lake comes into Stillwater and wins 24-17 after being down 14-3 at halftime, right?
Man, the Bears stun the Ponies. Look at the excitement. Here's the last play of the game here. Now Kinsey's kind of looking out. He's going to look for a shorter pass.
Yeah,
and it's caught. It's caught by Carter Zoller. He tries to lateral it back, and then, I don't know, it's kind of, I think it was like a forward lateral.
Well, and he had 3 guys line up to his right, but they sent pressure, and enough pressure to move Kinsey out of the pocket. And with that, the Stillwater Ponies dropped this one at home, 24-17. Again, a lot of great plays. You know, again, we revisit Emilio Rosario Matias's huge game, and that was kind of the highlight for most of the game offensively for the Ponies. They come out and they absolutely punch White Bear Lake in the face with that first run, which they've done numerous times this season.
Oh boy, this is we're just going to roll on these guys, right?
And then things kind of. I mean, again, White Bear Lake
Look
did
at
a great
this.
job.
I mean, White Bear getting their first win of the year. I mean, look at this. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I don't even need to say anything. To beat the Ponies, I mean, look at this. You have the fans out there. Everybody's cheering. I mean, you know, good for them, not good for the Ponies. The Ponies, they, to me, they underachieved tonight.
And it's not like
way too many penalties. They've got near misses.
Yeah, and it's not like White Bear Lake came in and beat another 0-5 team. You know, this is a very good Ponies team. Obviously, White Bear way better than what their record says. You know, 0-5 coming into this game. They played a great game that I think, you know, you play like that, you could probably beat a lot of different teams in this conference. So, you know, they are celebrating tonight as Stillwater dropped this one. Like I said, great stuff by their quarterback, Oluwatomi Animation, who was an absolute threat, you know, through the air. He made big-time plays tonight, and it pays off for White Bear Lake in a win, their first win of the season here.
And the thing is that, you know, for the Ponies, I mean, is this a wake-up call, you know, to the squad about what took place tonight? I mean, the Bears, they, you know, the turning point, yes, you know, they missed the field goal and it was 14-3, etc. You know, and then they got their first touchdown right before the end of the first half, and it seemed just like it gave them enough momentum to then carry that on to the second half. And then you have the Bears, they got the touchdown run to make it 17-14, and then that long pass from Elevation to Lockwood for his second touchdown of the game, a 60-yard TD pass to go 24-14. The Ponies then cut the lead to 7 here on Huber's field goal, and that was all she wrote. Ponies lose, I think, in a stunner. White Bear Lake's record, they're not as bad as their record. I think they're a pretty good football team. I think they just had some tough breaks, but definitely tough loss for the Ponies, and good for the Bears tonight.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us here on Valley Access Channels and SEC TV. We appreciate all your viewers. We appreciate everybody sticking with us through some technical difficulties. Once again, I'm Pete Winslow for Jordan Simpkins and Chris Holtzman and the crew. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you in the next one.